Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Universal Spiritualism, mediumship readings. A special thank you to Veronica Jenkins, as always, for hosting these amazing events and getting the word of spirit out there to everybody. And a special thanks to Stacey behind the scenes, who does so much. Bless her. Thank you, Stacey. Welcome, everybody. So lovely to have you with us. If I may, I'd just like to say first off, please try not to feed me any information. If you put your names in the chat, I'll just see where I'm drawn to. Spirit will show me where the wish to go to. But try not to give me too much information or any information, because if I see the message, it will put me off. That's all I ask. So it is mediumship. It's about communicating with those wonderful, beautiful beings in the world of spirit, our family, friends, loved ones, etc., etc. I have to say, partly I believe mediumship is just, not just, but is a carrot or spirit dangle to pull people or draw people or hypnotize or magnetize, whatever you want to call it, onto the spiritual path, onto this beautiful path of light. And that's what it's all about. It's all about light. I'm just going to go straight into it, if that's okay. So I'm just going to say a quick hello to Brenda, Davy Jones. Hi, Davy. Thanks for joining us. Brenda Lucas, is it? Oh yeah, Brenda. Did I say Brenda Jones? Brenda Lucas. Now then, what's that name there? Sarab Gupta. Lovely to have you with us, Sarab. I hope I've pronounced your name right. Christina Moraes. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining us. Right then, if I may, I'm going to start with Tilly Mayer. Hi, Tilly, from South Africa. All right, okay then. Right, Tilly, I've got a gentleman stepping forward at the moment, and it's going to be a grandfather. Let's go with grandfather then, because I feel like your grandfather's mentioning something to do with your dad at the moment. So, and we're with Tilly, aren't we? Tilly. So, but they want you to know, it's like, they're telling me you feel like you're swimming it's like swimming in this ocean, and my arms are going weak. So it's like a constant battle, if this makes sense. And what they're doing is kind of lifting you out of the water to give you some breathing space. And they're talking about resting. Okay, I've just been shown a real strong gold chain around somebody's neck, chest area. So I know that would mean something to you. This gentleman has been waiting to speak to you, Tilly, okay? Because it's been some time and they've been trying to get through to you for some reason, okay? So they're real happy. Now he's smiling because he's got it. Right. And he wants to, for some reason, he wants to salute. He's saluting. So that tells me there would have been some kind of military background or military connections with this person, okay? And more. He's just said, and more, Colin. There's more of us. He just walked up with a dog. So I know somebody had a dog. The dog's now in spirit. Looks like a darkish brown Labrador, to be honest. Okay. So if you can reply to some of this, Billy, as quickly as you can, it'll just help keep things going as best as we can. Now then, he's also talking. He's putting stomach conditions on me. Just what light? They're not heavy. They're not kind of too. But as in my stomach is uneasy. Okay. He's given me the month of August, okay, and he's saying, definitely, Colin, thank you, Tilly. The month of August, I believe, is a birthday. That's where he's going, definitely a birthday. But he's also telling me a passing, okay, so, and I feel like I've just gone back to the beginning of August, maybe the end of July. There was a passing around that time, Tilly, okay. Whether you have to look for that, I'm not sure. Not in the military. Would you understand military connections, though, somewhere, Tilly? Because talking, okay, then maybe it wasn't the military, maybe he was saluting for a different reason. Okay. If you can take it as that, it could have just been a way of like acknowledging people, you know, one of those flicks of the eyebrow sort of thing. Right. But let's go back to this August, end of July time. August a birthday, July, beginning of August. He's put me in that beginning, end of July, beginning area. For an anniversary, he's just saying, just say anniversary, Colin. Okay, they'll find it. Right, it's your brother. Right, thank you. Okay, and he's like, he's just put his hand in front of you and just moved everything out the way, Tilly. It's like, I mean, normally when I get this, it's like they're clearing the table, okay? And as I'm saying, they're clearing the table because there's a lot of things what's going on. He's saying you're carrying a lot of things. So, and sometimes it's a bit of a burden. So we're going to lift some off you to give you a little bit of a respite. But they're clearing the table as they do, wiping around to one side. And please, can you speak what you need to speak? Okay, because there's a throat. I've just put a throat condition on me, and I know this is distinctively about communication, Tilly. Okay, something needs to communicate. I'm also aware that he passed before somebody could say goodbye to him, because of the throat connection is also telling me he didn't get the opportunity to communicate and say what he wanted to say before he left. And he's saying sorry for it. There's no such thing as sorry in the world of spirit, because they're in the light, they're way beyond it. But when they get close to us, it's like they're just offering his polite apologies for it. Okay. Just moving forward, Tilly, I want to say to you from spirit, put your best foot forward. Okay. And there's always hope. And it's like I'm seeing your mind being just raised up slightly with spirit. Okay. There's some flowers, yellow flowers. I've got to add you some yellow flowers. Okay. And definitely the yellow. Okay. And it's just a little gift from spirit. Okay. Let me just let's have a look, see, because it's trying to say something else. Gold. There's something about gold. Gold. They just keep giving me the word gold. And they're laughing about this thing with gold for some reason. I don't know. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, Tilly, thank you so much for joining us. Hope that's okay for you. But please, whatever you do, they want you to know they love you so much. Okay, that's the main thing. They love you so much. And now he's happy. He's just stepped back now and he's gone, that'll do, Colin. Thank you so much. Okay, Christine Moraes. Can I come to Christine? Hi, Christine. Let's see. We're just waiting for him to change over. Sorry. Oh. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to have you with us. Now then, I want somebody tapping in front of me, and it's as if I'm playing a piano. So I know somebody would have or does play the piano, Christine. Okay, and it's all about sounds and vibrations and harmonics. So I know there's a lot of activity around you concerning vibrations, Christine. Okay, likely with music, but because no, this is funny. Because I've just gone from the piano and I've just had a conversation about this earlier. Yes, hi Christine. And just had a conversation about this earlier, and it was to do with sound baths and the sound balls, crystal balls, etc. Okay, so they're bringing all this aspect around you, Christine, and it's like I want to bathe you in it. I want you to bathe this is spirit. I want to bathe you in vibrations, okay? And I know they're telling me about some kind of physical condition, and it will help sort the now I'm going to say it, it'll help clear the physical condition, okay? And because I was going to say the word clear, and they went, no, say it, Colin. So it will help clear it, okay? Rather than you've just been to a sound bath therapy. You see, you can't make this up, can you? Right. You're definitely going to get the benefit. Go to more as well, Christine, because it's a form of healing. So it's like go to several sessions whenever you can. All right. Now then, I also feel I'm getting pushed here because, and this is you, the pushing you, Christine, regarding your spiritual abilities, spiritual gifts. Let's call them gifts. Regarding your spiritual gifts, the pushing you forward. Okay. Now I know a lot of people are using cards these days, and that's fine. Because I'm seeing a set of cards in front of you, okay? But I want three specific cards. So I feel like they want you to pull 3 cards, Christine, okay? And they're going to reveal something to you in their own symbolic form, all right? And you'll know spirit's there with you. And use your name. I know it's general. I've got to give you Mary from spirit because I know there's a lady who really wishes to communicate with you, Christine. Okay, I've got this beautiful. I'm feeling very strong it's your mum. I could be wrong, but it feels like your mum. Okay, she's taken me to December as a month. I don't know why she's given me that. She's also shown me a house with a blue door, and the blue door is a memory going back. Somebody used to live where there was a blue door. okay, because I'm standing in front of it and they're just taking me through it, okay. So there's lots of memories. Okay, you're starting to work on the platform, coaxing me. This is why they're pushing you forward then, Christine. Because I kind of wanted to linger with that. Spirit wanted to say, let's just pause with this whole thing about our spiritual gifts, Colin. Okay. The best teachers we can have is ourselves and spirit if we do the work within ourselves, Christina. That's what they're saying. Okay. No doubt we get assistance and help from others' reflections, books, seminars, workshops, courses, etc. Wonderful. But it's about being here inside ourselves. Okay. Your mum's name is Mary. Oh. I have to give it, even though I know it's a common name, but when I get Mary, I've got to give it. Okay. Well, this is who's in. Very strong with you, Christine. And she walked over and she just cupped your hands and said thank you also. Okay. So that tells me you did a lot of gave her a lot of care and attention before she went, and she's just come through a bit stronger and she's smiling. I've got a face on my face now, Christine, and she's just come through and she's got all the hands and she's going. She helped me so much, Colin, beyond words. I can't express it. And she just talked to me and showed me about her wedding ring, and it's like I can see her taking it off and handing it either to you or somebody else. I can actually see the interaction take place, if this makes sense. Okay. It's either that or it's symbolic that you've got a ring, okay. And she's smiling. She's really, really smiling. My legs, she's put in a condition on both my legs now, so I know her legs wasn't too good as well, Christine. Okay, she's bringing you all. She's pushing you with this rostrum and platform work. Okay. Oh, okay then. Thank you so much. Displayed my art and flower arranging. This is where it's all happening, Christine. Okay, absolutely beautiful. I would love to. You nursed her for 5 years. She's in my face, not in my face, in my face. She's in that strong. She's almost overshadowing me, Christine. Okay, so I can feel all her expressions on my face at the minute with her head, and she's got this absolutely lovely, gentle, beautiful smile and presence and energy about her. Okay, I feel like she would have been really loved and well liked by her nature, and natures have got such character to it. Okay, and she's saying thank you, and she said she was with me to the end, Colin, and that I'll be forever grateful for. Okay, right then. Oh, I don't know why she's saying this, but she's saying, don't worry about the naysayers. With a bit of humour, tongue in cheek, Christine. Okay, don't worry about the naysayers. Keep going. She's going. And independent. She wants you to be independent. She said she's more powerful when she's independent, Colin. Okay. If she listens to too many people, she feels a bit weaker. So she's a lot stronger when she's independent. Okay. So she's just slightly drawing back. I've got to give you the month of October, Christine. I want the month of May around the 17th of one of them. I can clearly see the number 17. Okay. Let's have a look, see what else she's just before she pulls back. There's something she's writing. Okay, I love it a bit. She's getting my hand to write something, and I believe it was her writing. She wrote something before she passed, and you sat there. I could see you sitting there watching her write whatever she was writing, Christine. Okay, because I can see the sheet of paper in front of you both, and she was writing something, and that's it. She just wants to bring that as a memory, and she just ticks it. October the 4th, bless her. And she just ticked this piece of paper. She just ticked it as I was seeing this signed paper. Christine, lovely to have you with us. I don't need to tell you to take all your love from your mum. She's amazing. It's been absolute joy feeling and sensing her presence to bring her through for you. And thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful. And stop losing them glasses, she said. Oh, something to do with your eyes. She just laughed. Oh, that's it. I want to tell you that she loves you and thank you for looking after her. 5 years looking after her, Christine. That's how this is how life is supposed to be. We're supposed to take care of each other. Thank you so much. Okay, I've got to move on. Sorry. Beautiful stuff. So for those who have just joined us, hello to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the vastness of this cosmic hall. Hi to Richard, Marlene. Hello, Marlene. James, Bernadette, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Kaz Champion. Hi, Kaz. Lovely to see you all. Cindy, Vince Tilly, Ascending Butterfly. Thank you for joining us, Mark Wotton, etc., etc. So I'm gonna let's just have a look, because I've gone to. Just bear with me, please, if you will. Right. Can I come to Brenda Lucas, please? Brenda. Okay. Let's they just want to get on with it. Okay, Brenda. Right then. Hopscotch. I hope you're still with us, Brenda. Right. I've just got hopscotch where they chalk the pavement as kids. They chalk the squares on the pavement, and I'm doing hopscotch. And they're bringing this as a memory for you, Brenda. Okay. And somebody wants to push my teeth in. So I know somebody who's in spirit used to have to push their dentures up. Okay. And that was always a source of humor for people. Okay. They also showed me something was placed in somebody's coffin, because it was either you or somebody standing next to this person in spirit. And as I'm saying this, they're building up, but I'm placing something in somebody's coffin. I'm so to one side, the person's head is on my right, and it's either in the chapel or rest at home, but I'm placing something inside. Okay. Just let us know if this makes sense to you, Brenda, if you will, please. I'll keep going for a few minutes. So hopscotch, placing something in the coffin. Okay. And the dentures. So Tom, the name Tom is calling out also, Brenda. Okay, don't know where Tom connects. Let's have a look. And I want Arthur. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say Arthur. And I also want it might be Arnold. Okay. And then they've gone to Albert. Okay. Now then, there's too many months to go through for birthdays and anniversaries with you, Brenda, but definitely distinctively January is here. January, and it's almost, I feel like there's two dates in January, because one is they gave me the 10th. I can clearly see the 10th. If it is January, then fine. If it's another month, that's okay. And then I want to go to the end of January as a date, but they're not giving me the date. They're going 10th, and then they push me mine towards the end of the month, Brenda. Okay, and somebody can't sit comfortable. I don't know if it's you being a bit fidgety and you can't get comfortable because of physical condition, Brenda. So they're bringing healing, okay? And your eyes, please, will you just keep? I was going to say keep your eye on your eyes. Just keep check, okay? Get yourself checked with the eyes, or somebody else around you, because I'm squinting more than what I normally do. Okay, right then. And they're talking about. I've got a gentleman. It's a gentleman who's just stepped in. And this could be your dad, actually, Brenda, because. And again, I'm just seeing the letter M. I don't know if it's Martin, Michael. I don't know what it is. But as he steps forward, he's saying somebody around you at the minute has had lately has had just a little bit of a cough or flu or bug or something, mild though, not heavy. Okay. But regardless, there's a lot of healing been brought forward for you, and I believe others around you, Brenda. Okay. A lot of healing. It's not as if they're just coming in and zooming in on one area. There's a kind of widespread thing going on, because it's needed, they're telling me. Okay. And again, I've got a dog been brought to me, so, well, more than one, because I can see two. And it's either yourself or somebody around you. Your dad and dad, that's where that's where he would have been joking about it then, Brenda. Right. So I want somebody who has experienced it telling me that somebody experienced seeing the light, Brenda. Okay. And you know of this, he's saying. Okay. Right. Okay then. He's laughing. He's got the right sense of humor, because now I feel like I'm chewing gum, and I'm thinking, well, you can't chew chewing gum with dentures in. So I don't know why he's giving me this chewing gum. Also, he's bringing it in as smells. You often get smells around the home. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, he's taking me somewhere. He's taking me somewhere. Just please bear with me 1 minute. I want March. I know there's several months, but I definitely want March. And I'm around the 7th of March. Okay. I want the name Andrew, who's here on the airplane. Okay, if you can take these, please. Because somebody's watching over Andrew, or they're watching what's going on with Andrew. Okay. And I feel like he's connected somehow with the family. Okay, let's have a look. And he's trying to get me up forward. He's trying to move me forward, Brenda, through the year. Okay. I mean, I've got to give you October because it's come in, but I feel I'm hovering around the later part of the year for some reason. And the sensing this gentleman's putting on me is there was a passing towards Christmas. Okay. But I can't lock in. He's not giving me the exact month, but it's like there was a passing and he's going, Colin, it was significant. You'll know what you mean. Okay. The names don't match. Put them to one side, Brenda. Doesn't matter, because if I get names, I get names. If I don't, it doesn't matter. So just watch for the Andrew, though, if you will, on the airplane. Whoever you just hear about an Andrew, doesn't matter. Please watch for that Andrew, because that was kind of quite relevant. So we're going to go to the end of the month, at the end of the year, and there was a passing, and he's right. Thank you. And he's gone. It was before Christmas. All right, I know what's going on here. Would you understand it, Brenda, if somebody I'm going to say the word Alzheimer's, but I don't want to focus on that word. I want somebody who lost some of their cognitive ability, if this makes sense. Okay. Whoa, and I wouldn't even be surprised if I've had a stroke. Okay, because whoever this is, if this is your dad, he definitely had some kind of energy moving. Okay. It's coming very strong with me. Just bear with me, because I'm going to sort this out. Oof. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to take a minute, because this is quite. Would you understand where I've got very strong, almost dizzy, disorientated, and my vision's blurred? Would you understand this, Brenda? I'm going to wait for this answer, to be honest. I had a close friend with Alzheimer's. Right, okay. Just bear with me, because they've come in very powerful. It's just nearly thrown me. Okay, then it would have been the Alzheimer's, Brenda. That's okay. Right, thank you. It's clearing. Woof, sorry about that. That was really strong. This is where the healing's coming in then, Brenda. Okay, so I know there's healing taking place. As the pull back slightly, Brenda, I need to ask you this. Is there somebody around you right now with a certain physical condition, either a hospital condition, you're in hospital, they've got to go to the hospital, or there's a very specific condition? And can you please just answer yes or no to this? Because this person's, I don't want to push them away, but the energy what they're bringing in is quite strong. So I'm going to hold it to this point before I back them off. So let's just see, and then we're going to keep moving after this. Right. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. Now perhaps this energy will clear. Right. This is where the healing is concerned, then, Brenda. Okay. And it's very powerful stuff. That condition is quite powerful. What that? Okay. Right. They're keeping an eye on him, Brenda. Okay, because I'm in the present, and this condition is very powerful with me at the minute, and I'm going to ask them just to slightly ease it off. Normally they can fire away with me energetically, but somebody really wanted to emphasize this point, and they want you, if you will, they really want you to know that they are present doing the best. Okay, and around this situation and condition, none of this loose stuff, messages and all the rest of it. They're coming very strong on this one. to emphasize this. So whoever this person is in spirit, and it's bound to be obviously clearly a family member connected with you and your son, okay, wants to emphasize this. So I'm going to pull back. Thank you so much, Brenda. That was the message, what we needed to get across, that they're around this situation and bringing a lot of healing, okay? Oof. Thank you so much, Brenda. Beautiful. Now then, let's have a look. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Who's just come on? There was a couple earlier what I wanted to catch. Yeah. Oh, Amelia's here. Hello, Amelia. Or is it Velma? I never know these days. Right then, let's have a look. Sorry, because I'm just looking one. There was one earlier. I'm going to go. I've got to find it. Cindy Woodside. Right, hopefully you're with us, Cindy. Okay, somebody really wants to come to you, Cindy. Okay, and it's like, thank you. Now then, Cindy, would you understand this? As spirit swapping over from the last message to yours, okay, I can see a lady step forward, quite a beautiful, elegant lady as well, to be honest. Dark haired, I don't want to say slim in her face, but she was by no means plump. She's got quite well-structured face, and not sharp featured, but highlighted features, okay? And long dark hair, or almost black hair, to be honest, with the way I'm looking at her. She comes through to say hello to you, Cindy, okay? Right. Can I say to you, Cindy, also, what this lady is bringing through is they're bringing you the upliftment, but there's a little bit of assertive energy here. It's like she's saying there's been enough tears now, okay? And in so much what she's saying is, Colin, we've been helping her wipe her tears, okay? And picking up and getting her to like be uplifted and get on with her life, okay? So this should be quite relevant to you, Cindy. Don't know why they brought this in. I want somebody who's playing table tennis, okay? So, because it looks like there's a situation there, symbolically speaking. It's like things are backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Okay, Cindy, this is how the energy is moving around you at the moment. And somebody's laughing and just said, just tell her to put the bat down, Colin. Somebody wanted to call you darling, Cindy. So I don't know who this person was, okay? So just let us know if it's yes or no, Cindy. Because this backwards and forwards, what they're saying is it will come to a standstill, okay? Or it's got to come to a standstill, all right? And they've just picked you up slightly and turned you in a new direction, okay? Not completely, but slightly. So watch for a move coming. I wouldn't be surprised if this takes place before Christmas, Cindy, okay? I've got the month of May to give you, funny enough, around the 11th, okay? Birthday, anniversary, etc. Why do I feel drawn? Why? Okay. Thank you. Right. Hopefully you're still with us, Cindy. But because I feel like my energy is quite high 1 minute and then it slows down the next. Okay. And I want you to know they're aware of this and they're just regulating your energies. Okay. I'm going to leave all that with you, Cindy, because I'm going to keep going and move on because I've got no response. So I don't want to be talking to a wall, even though you can watch the recordings afterwards. Cindy, thank you so much. Right, I need to move a little bit here. So I'm going to quickly come to Sue Lockwood. Hi, Sue. I do know Sue slightly. So lovely to have you with us, Sue. Hope you're with us. I've got a lady and gentleman coming over to you, Sue. One of them looks like the lady is holding a walking stick because she's coming over real slow. So I know you would have a memory of this lady or somebody what used this walking stick going back, and she's going years and years, Colin, years and years. Okay. Any place with this lady with a walking stick? So, right. But a gentleman comes with her because I can see him holding her elbow on this side of her arm. So she's on the left and he's on the right of her as they're coming towards you. Okay, and the gentleman's tipping you out. So I know somebody in the past would have wore a flat cap, one of them checked flat caps. Okay, it's your nana, bless her. Okay, so it must be nana and granddad then, Sue. Okay, or that's what it feels like to me because it's so close together. Now then, they're bringing you a pearl. Okay, now they want me to open this up because it's like the first thing what I want to say to you is pearl of wisdom. They're bringing you all these a lot of wisdom, Sue. But I feel either your nana or your grandfather, somebody around you, was just filled with so much wisdom. Okay. Now then they've swapped it because I want a pearl necklace, the classic. When we see pearls, I want a pearl necklace. Okay. So I know there's a memory going back with that. Also, sometimes we've got to dive to the deepest point to find the purest pearl, the brightest one. Okay, and this is about keep going deeper, 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 deeper. Okay, and smiling, they're laughing their heads off over this. I want somebody in spirit who had their name placed somewhere, like people put the names on a plaque for somebody who's passed to spirit as a type of memorial type thing. Okay, having said that, and I'm blank because I'm not in England, but I do realise Remembrance Day is it coming up? So don't know when it is. There's a lot of things going on with Remembrance Day. So I know there was people in the family and connected to the family too, what potentially did not make it back from the wars. Okay. And I just want you to know they're all around you at the minute, Sue. Okay. They're talking about today. You've done something today. They're laughing. I was with you today. I feel like I've been standing in front of a shop looking at something and I was tempted to go in and get it or do something, but I didn't. I changed my mind and walked away. Okay. So I want to say to you, Sue, there was actually with you today, wherever you was, and I'm outside the house. So hopefully you've been outside the house today. Okay. But they just want you to know they're there. And please, whatever you do, keep going because as things are lightening up, I'm feeling my mind being raised up in relation to yours. So it's almost what they're saying is we're raising their mind up, Colin. Okay, as in the form, not just uplifting, but the raising the mind. And I want to give you a single red rose, Sue. And I've been placed in somebody's back garden where they had roses as well. So hopefully you would have had memories where there was roses in the garden, Sue. Okay. It's about letting go. Just let everything fall off you and fall away, Sue. And they've just said you'll feel a lot lighter. And just there's something else somebody wants. There's somebody else just stepped in, Sue, with your nana. Okay, so it's another lady. Okay, I'm pleased you can take because I think. Thank you. The roses, I believe, is also connected to this lady what's just stepped in. Not so much your nana. There's another lady. I don't know if it's your mum. I don't know who this lady is, Sue. But those roses also connect to this lady. Okay, and they're just bringing you on. They're just bringing you the roses, but the red represents energy. Okay, even though there was other colours because they're showing me the white roses, etc. But the red, this particular one is a red rose, and it's for energy. You're going to keep your energy levels up, Sue. Okay. Woof, and I'm going to leave you with all their love and move on. Okay. Right then, let's have a look if she's still here. Amelia, I'm going to come to Amelia because this is quite strong. Bear with me, sorry. Hopefully you're still with us, Amelia. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, I feel I'm going to tell you what I've just been shown, Amelia. I'm on an ocean, and I'm in. I don't want to say turbulent waters, but it's quite a lot. So it's not Velma. Wonderful. It's Amelia tonight. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Amelia. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Elvis. Oh my goodness, right. So I'm watching this ocean, Amelia, and you're in this ocean. And I don't want to say it's turbulent. What I'm looking at is big waves, okay? And I'm seeing you in this boat on your own. It's a small boat. And it feels like you've been thrown up into the air and you've got to learn to ride this real high wave, and make sure everything's safe and secure, and then things smooth off and comes back down, and then it happens again. Okay, and it's like, when is everything going to start calming down for me? Do you understand? And this is just symbolic of where your life is at the moment. And I've got spirit going, Colin, she knows she can ride these waves. There's a power inside that body, and it won't give in. Okay, I've got somebody talking about how resilient you are. I've got several people here, Amelia. Okay, the biggest one is a gentleman, and he's not budging. He's like, his feet's rooted in the ground. He is not budging, and he's got you back 100%. He's going, I'm here, I ain't moving, Colin, because she definitely needs my support. Okay. But what he's doing is helping clear. He's talking about clearing the energy and space in the periphery around you to protect you. Okay, so you can kind of get things a bit more settled. Right. I know somebody's taken the transition. They're not telling me when, but what they're saying is, I've taken my transition, Colin, and I wanted to know, and the others to know, I've got over safely. Okay, so I'll know. I want to say in the last few months, if not the last year, somebody has taken the transition spirit. Okay. Now, having said that, please don't give me a Chelsea top. Right. I feel like somebody just walked through the crowd here, and there was a sports fan, presumably football, and I've just seen a Chelsea football shirt, Amelia. I don't know why. Okay. That could just be that could be a wind up. So I know spirit, there's somebody in spirit what would used to be a wind up. Okay, and they're coming around you because you need that humor as well. Listen, you're doing amazing. That's the main thing I want to say to you. Tell her, Colin, she's doing amazing. We are so chuffed and proud of what's happening with her. Okay, and it's like, I don't know about Velma. I've just seen Wonder Woman. It's like that power of Wonder Woman. Okay. Oh, right. This, what's happening emotionally here, Amelia, will settle. Okay. That's the only way I can tell you. Because these people in spirit just walked in and done it to me, and they've just gone, tell her all these will settle, Colin, and it represents the emotions. Okay. Right. Throw caution to the wind. There's a question mark at the minute, Amelia. Throw caution to the wind and go for it. Okay. Now, if it's not correct, they won't give me it. So I feel like they're going, caution to the wind, off you go. All right. And then, as I've said that, I've sit on that small boat what you was on. Now it's just appears it was like a galley and a bigger boat, and the sails are up. Okay. And it'll be like full steam ahead for you. Okay. It's still letting go of aspects behind me. This is you, because I can. The spirit's putting energy around me, going, tell her to let go, Colin. Let go. Tell her to keep letting go, and we're going that way. All right. Your guides just come in as well. More than one guide. This is going to be brilliant. This, because this is beyond a normal message as they used to be. Okay. I've got a guide which is not of the spirit world, Amelia, stepping in around you. Okay. So I know there's beings of light or cosmic being. I'm going to say, just say cosmic being, Colin. She'll know. She'll get it. Okay. She'll catch it. Okay. And you'll feel yourself sometimes feeling lighter for no reason. When that happens, Amelia, it's this guide what's coming in. Okay. He's bringing his light, and you're like, woof, hang on, I feel clear for some reason. Don't know why how that's happened. Okay. Yeah. I understand. They understand, Amelia. Okay. And words are loose. They deeply understand. Okay. Deeply. But they are really proud and chuffed of how you're managing things. Okay. And please, whatever you do, it's like, they want to place you in front of a mirror and say, look at who you really are. Look at who you really are. Okay. In the most beautiful, magical way. So they've just got me to pause, and they've gone, if you can, just go into some stillness and you'll feel some of that peace. Okay. And all of a sudden, just as the pull back, one of them's just walked up to you and come up and just put their hand on your heart. Okay. Stuck on my path, which way to go or who to walk away from. This is where the cutting. Well, do you know what, Amelia? I'm ruthless. When in doubt, chuck the lot out. Because you're the one what matters. And when you've got that clarity, when you've got the clear space around you, that's when we can think straight. And that we know there's an old saying, don't chuck the baby out with the bathwater. Okay, did I get that right? But that leaves us guessing which is the baby and which is the bathwater. Okay, but they've got you back. They will guide you. Up to now, you're doing perfect. Okay. I really want to say, walk with for yourself and walk with spirit at this moment. That's the strongest one I'm getting. And everything, as this gentleman's just come round from the side of me, and as if he's walked outside of you and just walked in front of you and gone, that's the way, that's the way. And he's just going forward and he's leading you away. It's like, come on, come on, come on. So just keep going as you are and clear what you feel intuitive to clear. That's what they're saying, Amelia. Okay. And they've just put like a crown or princess crown on your head for some reason. I don't know whether that was. So you must be somebody's princess, Amelia. I shouldn't imagine you're a little princess, are you? Or are you? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Amelia, thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Lots of love from everybody in spirit. Walk to the beach. That one. That one. Clear. That's probably why they put me near water as well, Amelia. It washes everything away when we walking next to the beach. Air and water create electricity. Electricity, light is healing for us. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much. Right then, we're going to keep moving along. Kaz champion. I'm going to quickly come to. What we got left? We've got 15 minutes left as far as I know. So doubting everything. The stillness will give you the intuition, Amelia. Okay, it'll bring your mind into focus. Okay. Right, Kaz champion. Hopefully she's still here. I'm not going to sing the song. Love watching how you work. Oh, Kaz, thank you so much. I'm not going to sing Freddie Mercury's "We Are the Champions" song, but somebody's laughing their heads off. Oh my goodness, right. Kaz, I've got, you know, somebody's just got me to pause a little bit and slow the energy down slightly, just slightly. I've got a lady who's just stepped in. I really want to say your mum, your mother, but I'm not. We're going to leave it at that. If I'm wrong, it's my fault, not this. But she's got me to put. If not, it's your grandmother, because I've got this real nice. Okay, definitely, I've got your grandmother coming in as well, Kaz. Okay, right. And she's just slowed me right down and come over to you. I wish she was on screen, to be honest, because she's come over to you, just walked over to you, and just giving you the biggest hug ever. Okay, and she's just drawing you close to her, and it's like as she does this, yeah, it's like, oh, you're going to have such a relief. Few people know what you've been carrying on your back, Kaz. Okay, I don't know. Spirit, you do, and spirit do, but few people know what you've been carrying on those shoulders of yours. Okay, and that's what they're telling me. All right. I know I gave May earlier, but I know you can definitely take the month of May. Okay, and it's almost as if Spirit's just about to take me up to the world of spirit with them and walking on those planes. And I'm seeing all these different people saying hello, saying hello, saying hello to everybody, and they're all happy and smiling. And those are coming back to you to say hello and bring that happiness and joy around you, Kaz. Okay. Now that for some reason they're taking I want to say taking me to my breath, but they're also taking me to a breathing technique, because yeah, thank you, Kaz. I want a breathing technique on the go. Okay. And the breathing technique is helping you, the same. And it's helping because somebody's shouting at me going, Colin, it's helping here, get close to us. We love it. because the deeper she goes, the deeper she feels us, the more sensitive she becomes to us. Okay, and therefore we can get in a lot stronger. I want a little Buddha just that showed itself to you, Kaz, as well. So I know some kind of Buddhist. I'm going to say it. There's a Buddhist monk guiding you as well, Kaz. Okay, and it's almost like it's funny because you won't hear the Buddhist monk say "trip the light, fantastic," but the Buddhist monk represents enlightenment. Okay, and it's almost as if it's like you're on the path of enlightenment because you're well learned as far as different aspects are concerned. Okay, right. And I've got to give you the colour pink, well, pinkish magenta colour has just jumped out to me, Kaz. Somebody's just bought pinkish magenta. Oh, they're going to take me on a little trip in somebody's house and garden. Just bear with me, Kaz. Okay, so they've just placed me in somebody's back garden and I can see a little white picket, no, not white, a little, what looks like a picket fence, but it's not white, it wasn't painted. If it was painted, it had like the old crease sort style on it because I can see the kind of lighty browny colour. It was treated, the fence was treated, and the top of it was not in spikes as that, it was rounded. The tops of each piece of timber, each lat, was rounded at the top. And this gentleman, because he's saying, she's got memories there, Colin. Okay, Kaz, right, thank you for the colour, Kaz. There's memories in that house where that fence is in that garden, because I can see the green. It's almost like I've got a path down the middle, and I've got two pieces of green, like grass, as if I would cut the grass regular on either side, and I'm surrounded by this fence. Okay, so if you can, go back to the memory because you'll find the family members and loved ones who are connected to that house and that whole thing around there, Kaz. And what they're doing is bringing me all the kind of ambient atmospheric stuff from them years, okay? And I've walked in my nana's and it's like, oh, it feels so cozy in here. That was your mum and dad's garden, thank you. But that's why they pinned me down there. Because they almost pulled me back into the house, Kaz, okay? And it had its own atmosphere, it had its own smell, and there was just something about it, okay? And especially now coming up to Christmas, it's like, woof, forget it. And is it bonfire? It is bonfire. When did they do the toffee apples? They bring me toffee apples, Kaz. So I know that's. I wish they wouldn't show me that because I want one. I've got memories of toffee apples, Kaz, and I feel somebody actually made them. They didn't buy them; they used to make their own. Okay, and they what is it? The treacle? What they used to make on it, but it was hardened. Right. Okay. I could, Kaz. I can tell you now. I would sit here for the next half hour with this. We're talking to you with this message because they're taking me into different locations. Okay. We know that again. I've got October. I want September, and I want definitely. There was in December. They're saying Colin December. There was a passing. She knows of a passing in December. Okay, and that's very strong. And there's a lot of love, and there's somebody's heart is in this. Okay, there was just about to take my mind off to a different location. Now then, Kaz, you would understand it where there was times when we was children, we used to go out away from the home, out from the estate or the location where we lived, and we wasn't all that far from some woods, or I don't want to say forest, it might be, but it's more woods, and I've got memories there as well. Okay, and then I want trips to the sea. Okay, I want trips to the coast. Don't know how often that took place. Toffee dabs, that's the one. Wow. So there's all these beautiful memories, guys, coming in. Okay, it's like I'm going to melt into it, all of it. Right now, I've got to confess, I do know this one about you because somebody wants to get on about the trance aspect. Okay, and somebody just really sharp called out and gone, "You're doing great. It's going really well." That's the main thing. Okay, we're doing great, really well. I'm pleased about them woods because there was something like really nice or something was going on memory wise. But the trance aspect is like, please know that you're doing really well with it. They bring you a lot of confidence here, Kaz, Blackpool. And with this confidence, with the trance aspect, it's about building confidence up. Okay, And if I'm spirit, it's like I'm spirit saying to you, we're there with you. We're here. Don't worry. We're there. We're around. Everything's raising up as it should be. Okay. And there'll be one or two come and go, but that's okay. Don't worry. Let go. Keep focused on the task, they say. And with that, I know I'm going to pull back. With that, what they're saying is, Colin, she knows she's on a task. She knows she's on, I don't want to say mission, but there's a job to do and she's fulfilling it. Okay. And I absolutely love it, Kaz. The feeling I've got with, if I'm spirit, it's the feeling they've got is they absolutely love it. If you understand this. Okay. And last bit, because somebody's just pulling me backwards and saying, oh, oof, I better be careful here. Okay. We will be there, and the one you're waiting to meet will show themselves to you. There's somebody waiting to see, Kaz, and that one will show themselves to you. And they're saying, I will show myself, and that energy and moment is right. And you know I will. And you know that's my mission. That's why I'm going to be coming. And that's why we're doing what we're doing in that space you're creating with those other beautiful minds and beings. Okay? Don't doubt. Let go of all the doubt. Do not doubt. We're here. And we want to thank you for all the joy, not just in that space, all the joy you have always given. But I'm going to be there in that space. And then I'll say those words you're waiting to hear. Az, thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Okay, we've got. Oof. That was beautiful, Kaz. Thank you for letting me do whatever they've done. Okay, I'm just going to now zip through a few, if that's okay. So Denise Smith. Hi, hello, Denise Smith. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Denise Smith. These are going to be very fast, so please bear with me. Once they start, anyway. All right. Denise, I've got a gentleman tipping his hat off to you. Okay. And it's important that this gentleman comes across, shows himself to you, and lets you know that he's here tonight. Okay. And he wants you to know he's watching over what's going on with you at the moment around you in your life. Okay. And there's a lot of energy building up and being brought around you for whatever reason that is. And he's saying she knows. Okay. And I'm present, Colin. Okay. And I've got to leave you that leave you with that, Kaz. I've got to come to Ara Sue now. Ara Sue. Thank you for joining us, Ara. Thank you, Sue. Hey, Denise. Ara Sue. Right. Okay. Ara Sue, can I just say to you, what spirit's impressing upon me, okay, is there's a lot of cleansing and clearing and healing going on, okay, and they're bringing it about for a reason, okay, and they're giving you all their support. They want you to know they're giving you all the support. I've got several people in spirit. Again, I've got a gentleman coming around you, okay. This gentleman was very smartly dressed, but also there's some kind of, it looks like the army uniform to me, not Navy or Air Force. And so I know there's been army connections at some point, okay? And what they're saying is they're going to straighten everything out with you, okay? Regardless of what's happening, they're going to straighten things out for you, Howard Sue, okay? Because I feel like all of a sudden I've been relaxed and not relaxed, but a bit like real floppy. And it's like, woof, they're bringing this energy in to straighten everything out for you, Howard Sue, okay? And it's like, we've got to put our cards on the table. So as long as we put the cards on the table, we're the ones what's been direct and open and honest. It's up to everybody else to do what they do. We can't control that as long as we are of that nature. So I want to say to you, Ara, that things are getting tidied up around you, okay? And this goes back because there's been lingering things for a long, long time, many years, somebody just said to me, okay? And he's nodding as I'm saying it. And they also want to bring in soup. I want soup for your body. It's like they've just shown me a pan and I'm mixing soup, but I know there's a lot of goodness in it and I want to drink it or just like eat it. It's like a stew or broth or a stew. Okay. So please take that. But that, I want that. That's what's happening. Yes, many years. They showed me the line going backwards, Ara. Okay. And it's like, they're getting it sorted. They're getting it sorted. You're going to feel so relieved. Don't matter how long it takes, whether it's in the next few weeks or 6 months. I know you're going to feel so relieved when this is lifted and gone and dissolved and transformed. Okay. And I want you to know you can do this. It's just like, because just quickly they're just saying, they always had this upright thing, Colin, and then life is just like it does to people. We just, and it's like, okay, we're back up again. And I'm going to leave you with that, if that's okay. Lots of love. Thank you. Somebody wanted to say hello to Christine. Where's she gone? She just moved too quick. I'm so sorry, I couldn't get around a lot more. Christine Fair from from America. Hi, Christine. Woof. Okay, I hope you got your bags packed because there's a journey in front of you. All right. Don't know where it is. I can see you on a flight at some point before or after Christmas. And Spirit's going to be there with you, and I'm going to be going with you. Okay. Please, whatever you do, Christine, talking about doubt, you can do this. Spirit's just shouting at you, going in a nice way, shouting to me, not you. You can do this. So as far as mediumship development is concerned, you're on the right path, they're saying, okay? You can clearly do this. That's what they wanted to pass on to you there. I don't know whether we're finishing at 9 or afterwards. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to keep going for as long as I can. Right. At New York, Debs. Hi, Debs. At New York. Is it New York? NY Debs. I presume it's New York. Don't know. Anyway, Debs. Debs, I've got a lady stepping in here. I know this is very brief and I know it's very short. Again, I feel like it's a motherly connection. Okay, not motherly. I feel like it's your mum or your mother. Okay. And I hope I'm correct. If I'm wrong, I do apologize, but I've got this strong, and it's like, no, I've got to stick with it. I want to say to you, because I just want you to know that they love you. The most important thing at the minute for you, NY Debs, is knowing that Spirit love you, okay? And the situation, circumstances around you, okay, are going to be elevated. I want to say elevated. I also want to say, I want to put you on the East Coast of America for some reason. Sorry, not the East Coast, the West. I'm on the California side because I've just taken my mind over there. Okay. So please take their love with you. Thank you, Debs. Don't know whether we can keep going. Hang on, I'm just going to wait for Stace to see what's. Stace will know whether we can keep going. Patrick, hi, Patrick. Oh, I'm fine for a couple more minutes. Yes, thank you, Stacey. Right then, Judy Ledinen. Hi, Judy. Now then, I feel there's a situation or circumstance around you, Judy, where Spirit is just saying to you, just breathe. Okay, just breathe. Because the energy's been building up around you for whatever reason. It's like, just breathe. Now then, I've got the most beautiful angelic energy coming around you, Judy. Okay, so really, when I say angelic energy, it's like there's something very pure about this energy, what's around you or what's coming around you from the world of spirit. And I honestly don't know what you're working with. I want lots of different colors around you, Judy. Okay. And I want some nice, beautiful waves of energies. So I know there's a connection to healing around you. I don't know if you do the healing or, but there's lots of these beautiful energies moving. Okay. And I want to say hello to you. Now, the only way I can give you this is a gentleman. Well, it's a family, but it's a gentleman stepping forward here, Judy. And for some reason, I'm just going to say it as it is, they're taking my mind north. So there was a family connected to the north, or this person connected to the north. You could be, you know, in centre or down south, I don't know where it is. But one of these people are around you, Judy, okay? And this connects with these beautiful energies. Please don't, they're laughing. She's been asking lots of questions about us, Colin. Been asking a lot of questions about spirit, part questioning, but also other stuff in a nice way, okay? Right, yes, Judy, thank you. And they're laughing, they're smiling, Judy. They love your questioning mind, what you've got, okay? Wow, somebody's just had a flu or some kind of mild flu symptoms around you, because all of a sudden I've just got bunged up, okay? I want to be able to look at you because I can feel this energy going on with you, Judy. They're gonna, no, they're not gonna. I know they come to you in your dreams, so I know some of your dream stuff is quite clear. And then it goes again, then it comes back again, okay? I know you get quite strong smells around the home every so often or wherever you are. I want to place you in some kind of boutique, like a hair salon or beauty salon or something, and then also in an office somewhere, whether it's the same thing or not, I don't know, okay? Because it's like I can smell a hair salon and the perfumes and shampoos in this salon, okay? I don't know whether you've got connections to that or whether you're thinking of getting your hair done. I don't know what's going on with that, Judy, but it is what it is. But I'm going to say bye. Thank you so much. Nessie Aqua, just quickly, Nessie. I want to say to you from spirit, somebody just called out to me and said, you already know the answer you're asking. Oh, okay. They're laughing their head off at this one, Nessie. You already know the answer to your question. Okay. The rest is secondary. They've just shown me a bridge. Okay. And I'm going to give you it symbolically. The bridge represents you either live near one or you have to, somebody goes over a bridge regular, or I want to talk about the bridge to the spirit world. Okay. You can bridge that gap. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, Judy, by the way. Thank you so much. Hats off to Patrick. Somebody's just nodded and that's it. We're going to guys, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. It's normally I like it a bit faster than that. But thank you so much. Lots of love to everybody. Thank you, Stace. Just if I may, you can join us at Menorca Consciousness Group. We've opened a new centre with some absolutely beautiful minds. There's about 20 events each week, from healing, open circles, trance healing clinic, etc. Developing your spiritual gift. There's all sorts going on. So check it out. And taken by different people. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And the last thing, if I may say, it's likely I'll be doing a demonstration before Christmas. It'll be a demonstration channeling. It's a special Christmas demonstration, maybe a week or two before Christmas time. So if anybody's interested, we'll be posting that in the next few days. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, everybody. And to Spirit, absolutely beautiful. Take all your loved ones, guys.